So let's begin our practice today. Just taking a moment or two to start to allow yourself settle in your surroundings, to start to let your body soften and relax. Start to allow your mind to slow down. Become aware of your breathing. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. Slowly scan down through your body. Becoming aware of how all the different parts of your body are feeling today. And then bring your awareness to the activities in your mind. Be aware of whatever thoughts you've got going on in your mind, wherever they've come from. Accept them for what they are. If you can, don't dwell on them. Don't get caught up with them. Let thoughts arise and drift away. And then turn your focus back to your breathing. And follow the breath as it comes in and goes out. Finally, take a moment to set your intention for this evening's practice and to remind yourself of your motivation for taking part in this practice today. Start to bring some movement back into the body now. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Circle your ankles. Circle your wrists. Stretch your fingers out wide and point your toes. And clench your hands into a fist. Pull your toes back towards your shins. And relax your hands. And relax your feet. Slowly turn your head from side to side. And then relax your neck. And allow your head to rest on the mat. Extend your arms out to the sides. And bring the soles of your feet up towards your buttocks, with your knees and ankles together. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees over towards the left. Inhale back to the center. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the center. Keeping your knees bent and your knees and ankles together, bring your feet up off the ground. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees over towards the left. Inhale to the center. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the center. And bring your hands to your knees. Hug your knees up towards your chest. And then extend your feet up towards the ceiling. Point your toes, straighten your legs as much as you can. And gently pull back. Ease the tension off. Taking both hands onto the left leg. Point your toes up on the right leg. And pull back on the left. Ease the tension on the left. Point the toes up, straighten the leg. Take both hands onto your right. Gently pull back. Ease the tension off. Both hands, left hand to left leg, right hand to right. Pull back on both legs again. Ease the tension off, relax your ankles. Allow your knees to bend. Bring the feet down to the ground. Turn onto your side and over onto your front. Bring in your forearms up alongside your chest. And push down with your elbows to bring your chin and your chest up. Bring your feet together. Keeping pushing down with your right elbow. Just let your left relax so that you can push down with the left hand. We're going to just turn up onto the right hip. Look back for your left shoulder. Back to the centre. Let your left elbow come down. Right hand pushes down into the mat. Turn onto your left hip. Look back over your right shoulder. Back to the centre. Both elbows down to the ground again. Lift your chin and chest up. And let your chest come down. Bring your hands in underneath your shoulders. And push your body up and back onto your heels. Stretching out in front. And bring your chest forward. Draw your hands in underneath your shoulders, your knees, underneath your hips. Push down into the ground with your right hand. Raise your left hand out in front. And then start to lift the left hand up. Reach up towards the ceiling. And then bring it down. Just touch alongside your knee. Raise it up again. And lower down. Push down with your left hand. Raise your right hand out in front. And then reach up. And take it all the way back. Touching the mat down at the side of your knee. Hand down, sorry, at the side of your knee. And then raise up again. And lower back down. Bring your toes in together, take your knees out to the edges of the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Let your chest and your shoulders sink down. Bring your chest forward. Draw your hands in underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips again. Let your belly sink down, lift your chin up. And arch your back and bring your chin in. Relax your chest and your back so you've got a straight spine. Take your left foot off the mat, out to the side, pointing your toes forward. Let your belly sink down, lift your chin up. Arch your back and bring your chin in. Relax your back down. The left knee in. The right foot out to the side. Sink your belly down, lift your chin up. And arch your back and bring your chin in. Relax back down to a straight spine. Bring your right knee in. Back onto your heels. Stretch out in front. Bring your chest forward. Sink your hips down to cobra. Sit back onto your heels again. Bring your chest forward, draw your hands back in. And raise your left leg out behind, point your toes. Straighten your leg. And start to bend your left knee, but keep your foot up off the ground. Bring your shin forward and place it across the mat. Let your knee and your foot walk back. Your hips sink down. Lift your chest up. Your right foot onto the ball of the foot. Lift your knee and your foot, bringing the right knee back in. Bring your left knee back out and place it on the mat. Raise your right leg out behind, point your toes. Bring the knee in. Bring it forward and place your shin across the mat. And walk your left foot back. Lifting your hips down. Lifting your chest up. pigeon pose. And your left foot back onto the ball of the foot. Move your knee back forward. Your right knee out to the side. And bring it back. And sit back onto your heels. And stretch out. Bring your chest forward, curl your toes under. Start to push your hips up and straighten your legs. It's a downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to the front of the mat. So we're in a forward fold at the front of your mat. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers. And take a side bend over to the left. Back to the centre. Over to the right. Back to the centre again. Release the grip on your fingers. Take an inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your left foot, onto the ball of the foot. And push down with your right foot to bring your body up. Raise your arms up. Into high lunge. Give your right hand, the fingers pointing up to the ceiling. And bring your left hand back. Big circle. Raise it forward. Up towards the ceiling. Back the other way, bring it forward. Circle back. And raise up. Hold your left hand up towards the ceiling. Right hand, circle back. And raise up. And then forward. And raise up. Lower your arms forward, bring your hands down to the ground. Step up to forward fold. Can inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your palms together and reach back. Reach up to the ceiling, take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your right foot. Onto the ball of the foot. Push down with your left to bring your body up. Raise your hands up. Keeping your left hand, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Reach back with your right hand. And circle forward. Then back the other way, bring your arm forward. And reach up. Back to the ceiling. Push your right hand up. Left hand circle back. And up to the ceiling. And then forward. And back up. Lower your arms forward, bring your hands down. And step up with your right foot. You'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your palms together. And stretch back. And then reach up to the ceiling, take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your left foot. Turning your toes out. Coming on to the heel. Push down with your right foot to bring your body up. And as you do, turn your right foot to face forward, bringing your heels in line. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Now raise your arms up. Lower your arms down to shoulder height, with palms facing forward. Turn your left foot out. Bring your left leg straight if you can. You're going to reach with the left hand. And then start to lower down towards the ground, supporting yourself on your leg as much as you need to. We'll come into triangle. Raise your body up. Bring your left foot to point forward. Turn your right foot out to the side. Reach with your right hand. Lower the right down. Raising the left up. Raise your body back up. Both feet to point forward. Can inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, roll back down to shoulder height, palms facing forward. Bend your arms at the elbows. Turn your toes out towards the sides. And bend your knees, sink your hips down. Coming to Goddess. Bring your palms forward. Let your hands come down onto your thighs. Hinge your body forward. Resting on your thighs as much or as little as you need to. And lower the right shoulder. Look up over the left. To the centre. Lower your left shoulder. Look up over your right. To the centre. Lift your body up. Get your arms out to the sides. Straighten your legs, bring your toes to point forward. Can inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Take both hands over towards the left side, and as you do, turn your left foot out. Bring your hands either side of your left foot. Turn your right foot onto the ball of the foot. Let your hips sink down. And let your right knee come down to the ground, foot onto the instep. Push down with your left to bring your body up. Keeping your hips low. Raise your hands up. And if you can, reach back. Kneeling crescent lunge. Lower your arms forward. Bring your hands back down to the ground. Your right foot onto the ball of your foot. Lift your knee. Then on your right foot, turn it back to the heel. Toes pointing forward. And walk your hands back to the centre as you do. Turn your left foot to point forward. Walk your hands out to the right. Turning your right foot out. Hands either side of the foot. Left foot onto the ball of the foot. Sink your hips down. Keeping your gaze forward. Runner's lunge. Keeping your left leg, that back leg, keep it as straight as you can as you sink your hips down. And then let your left knee come down, foot onto the instep. Push down with your right foot, bring your body up. Raise your arms. And if you can, stretch back whilst keeping your hips low. That right knee as bent as you can. And then lower your arms forward. Your hands back to the ground. Left foot onto the ball of the foot. And then onto the heel. Walk your hands back to the centre. Bringing both feet to point forward. Relax your back. Relax your neck and shoulders. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your right hand pointing up towards the ceiling. Bring your left hand down onto your thigh. And then side bend over to the left. Raise your right hand up, bring the left up to join in. Right hand down onto your thigh. Reach over with your left. Reach up with your left. Bring your right hand up to join me. Take an inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands back round to the right. Turning your right foot out, left foot onto the ball of the foot. And then step back with your right foot. So we're in downward facing dog. And bring your chest forward to plank. Knees down if you need to. Lower your chest down to the ground. Feet onto the insteps. And with either your hands or your forearms down on the ground, lift your chin and chest. Come into either cobra or sphinx. Back to the balls of the feet. Lift your hips. Go back in downward facing dog. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees down. Sit back onto your heels. And stretch out in front. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands back towards your knees. And just sit back onto your heels. If this is uncomfortable for you with your knees, you can sit cross-legged. There's nothing wrong with that. You're going to bring your hands onto your knees. Bring your chest forward. Lift your chin up. Bring your chin in. And arch your back. Bring your chest forward. Take your hands from your knees to the mat just in front of your knees. Lift your chest, your chin. Then arch your back and bring your chin in. Lift your chin up again. Bring your hands back to your knees. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Bring them down behind your hips. If you can come down to the ground, that's great. If you need to just rest on your hips or the bottom of your back, that's fine. Just lift your chest again. Bring your chin forward. Walk your hands forward. Just support yourself with your hands. Bring yourself to seated with both feet pointing forward. Feet together, your toes pointing up. Bring your hands alongside your hips, your fingers pointing forward. Lift your chest coming up onto your sit bones. We'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Turn your chest round to the right. Bring both hands down to the ground. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. And raise your arms up. Turn your chest round to the left. Lower your hands down. Look back over your left shoulder. Raise both hands up. Come back up onto your sit bones. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to the sides. Bring both of your feet in. And take your left hand over onto your right knee. Right hand, thread it around your waist. Twist to look back over your right shoulder. Relax, come forward. Take your right hand over onto your left knee. Left hand, thread it around your waist. Twist. Look back over your left shoulder. Relax, come forward. Right hand down to the ground. Hand palm up. And inhale, raise your arm up. Exhale, reach over. Exhale, lower down. Hand down to the mat. Right hand palm up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, raise both arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands round to the left side. Back to the centre. Round to the left side. Back to the centre again. And inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. Your neck and your shoulders. And take both feet out in front. Bring your backs down onto the mat. Arms alongside your body. Palms facing down. Draw your heels up towards your buttocks. Push down with the soles of your feet, pushing your hips up. Lower your hips back down. Bring your feet up off the ground, bend your knees, hug your knees up towards your chest. Gently rock from side to side on the bottom of your back. And relax back to the centre. Extend both feet up towards the ceiling. Point your toes, straighten your legs. And pull back on both legs. Keeping your legs as straight as you can. Pull your toes back, push your heels up. And then point your toes again. See if you can pull back a little bit more. Ease the tension off. Relax your ankles. Allow your knees to bend. Bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Extend your arms out to the sides. Cross your right leg over the top of your left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees over towards the right. Inhale to the centre. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to the centre. Right foot, place it down on the mat. Cross your left leg, the top of the right. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees towards the left. Inhale to the centre. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Take your left foot, place it at the side of the right. Relax your knees out to the sides. Bring the soles of your feet together. Extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart. Relax your toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a position that's comfortable for you. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. Down through your head and face. Relaxing the muscles in the face and the jaw. The neck and shoulders. the muscles in the upper arms. The elbow joints, muscles in the forearms, relax the wrists and the hands, thumbs and the fingers. Bring your awareness now to your upper body, chest, cage, the muscles across the top of the back, down the shoulder blades, muscles down the sides of the spine. Relax the muscles in the bottom of the back, the muscles around the sides of the body. Relax the stomach muscles. Relax the pelvis and the hips. Relax the muscles in the buttocks. Relax the hamstrings at the back of the legs. And relax the muscles all around the thighs. Relax the knee joints, calf muscles and the shins. The ankles, feet, toes. Bring your awareness to your breathing now. Start to become aware of the inhale and the exhale. As you do that, start to lengthen the inhale and exhale. You're taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out. In next inhale, take the breath down into the bottom of the belly. Fill your belly up. Your throat. To the throat. Empty the belly. the focus from your breathing. Let your body just take back control of the breath, restore it to its natural rhythm. Focus away from your breathing, physical sensations in your body. The feelings in the muscles and joints. Where you can feel contact with the ground. Start to bring some movement back into the body. Move your hands and feet. Move your knees and hips. Move your chest and back. Move your arms and shoulders. Move your head and neck. And then when you're ready, you turn on to your right side. And then in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. Body settle. Readjust to being upright again. Take a moment or two. Stay with the feeling of relaxation in your body. The stillness in your mind that's come from focusing so much on the breathing. Take a deep breath in and out. You've had your eyes closed. Gently open them now. Namaste.